A viewer asked about a Financial Times article on Munger warning of storm in US commercial property market due to bad loans and falling prices. They want to know the extent of the losses, the affected sectors and regions, and if Berkshire will increase involvement.
Well, Berkshire's never been very active in commercial real estate. It works better for taxable investors than it does for corporations taxed the way Berkshire is. So I don't anticipate huge effects on Berkshire, but I do think that the hollowing out of the downtowns in the United States and elsewhere in the world is going to be quite significant and quite unpleasant. I think the country will get through it all right, but as they say, it will often involve a different set of owners.
Yeah, and the buildings don't go away, but
the owners do.
Well, but most people like to buy with non-recourse in real estate, and one time I asked Charlie, there was some real estate guy we were talking to, and how do they decide how much a building like this is worth? And the answer is it's whatever they can borrow without signing their name. And if you look at real estate generally, you'll understand what the phenomena that's happening if you remind yourself that that's the attitude of most people that have become big in the real estate business, and it does mean then that the lenders are the ones that get the property, and of course they don't want the property usually, so then the real estate operator counts on negotiating with them, and the banks tend to extend and pretend, and there's all kinds of activities that arrive out of commercial real estate development, which occurs on a big scale, but it all has consequences, and I think we are starting to see the consequences of people who could borrow at 2.5% and find out it doesn't work at current rates, and they hand it back to somebody that gave them all the money they needed to build it. Charlie's had more experience in real estate. Charlie got his start in real estate, though. I mean, Charlie.
Yes, it's difficult. I like what we do better.
Well, as Charlie once said to me when I was leaving his house a few months ago, I was visiting him. We talked for a couple of hours, and I said to Charlie as I left, there wasn't anybody else in the house, and I said, except one daughter, and I said, Charlie, I'll just keep doing what we've been doing. And Charlie said, without looking up or pausing a second, he said, that's all you know how to do, Warren. Yeah.
The hollowing out of downtowns in commercial real estate will have significant consequences, such as different sets of owners taking over. It will be unpleasant, but the country will get through it alright. Commercial real estate works better for taxable investors than for corporations like Berkshire Hathaway, so the company is not very active in it. Therefore, the hollowing out of downtowns in commercial real estate will not have a significant effect on Berkshire Hathaway. Most people who become big in the real estate business buy with non-recourse and borrow as much as they can without signing their name. They don't usually want the property and therefore negotiate with real estate operators. The banks tend to extend and pretend, leading to all kinds of activities arising out of commercial real estate development, which has consequences. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger believe that the commercial real estate is difficult and they prefer to keep doing what they have been doing. They are not interested in investing in commercial real estate, and Munger thinks that it would be difficult for him to start in real estate.